The Elf in the Ear Hole by Boss Middleton. Chapter 1. The Whisper of the Exit. The walls of Earhole City gleamed like melted gold, lit by the flicker of hundreds of tiny torches. Wax dripped slowly from the high arches, plopping into gutters where children floated boats made from curled hairs. Every so often the whole city shook with a low boom boom, and everyone looked up nervously. They called it the Great Drum, though everyone knew it was really the giant's laughter echoing through the eardrum. Our hero had always liked the sound. To him, the drum was a reminder that something enormous, mysterious, and alive loomed beyond their tiny world. But tonight, the thunder only made his heart beat faster. He sat cross-legged on a mat woven from fine strands of ear hair, leaning closer to the old sage. The elder's beard dragged on the floor, soaking up bits of wax like a mop. His eyes glimmered with cloudy fire, and when he spoke, it was in a voice so raspy it sounded like a sneeze caught halfway.
"Beyond this hole, child,"
the sage croaked,
"lies the outside world. Sky, wind, sunlight, things so big you cannot dream of them."
A dozen other elves sat in a circle listening, some with interest, others smirking. One older boy, lanky, with arms too long for his tunic, snorted loudly. "Not this story again," he groaned. "Sky, wind, sun, you might as well tell us there are rivers of candy and castles made of socks." The group laughed. But the boy with the torch, our boy, didn't laugh. He leaned forward, eyes wide, knuckles tight around the wooden shaft of his flame. The sage ignored the laughter. He pulled something from his robe, a small curl of hardened wax, carved into a spiral. He pressed it into the boy's hand.
"I saw it with my own eyes many years ago before I was foolish enough to turn back. Follow the spiral. When the glow glows brightest, you'll know you are near."
The boy stared at the carving. It was warm in his palm, though the wax had long cooled.
You really saw the exit?
The sage's cloudy eyes twinkled.
"I did, and I regret every day that I chose comfort over discovery."
Behind them, the older elves stood and wandered away, muttering about bedtime and silly stories. Soon only the boy and the sage remained in the torchlight. The boy's heart was hammering faster than the great drum. He whispered, barely daring to speak the words aloud.
"I'll find it. I'll see the outside world."
The sage chuckled softly.
"Then take this torch, young one. For every step forward toward the exit leads deeper into shadow first. May your courage burn brighter than your flame."
That night, while the rest of Earhole City snored and sniffled in their hammocks of wax thread, the boy packed his things. His boots were second-hand, cracked at the soles. His tunic was patched twice on the elbows. His torch sputtered more than it shone, but he didn't care. He whispered to himself,
"Tonight, I find the exit."
The boy crept through the twisting lanes of the city. Merchants had shuttered their wax stall windows. The spice sellers' tables were empty of peppermint and clove. The priests of the drum temple snored beneath the banners painted with concentric circles. He slipped past the guard tower, where two drowsy sentries leaned on spears made from needle splinters. One stirred as he crept by, muttering in his sleep, "Not the socks again, Mum." The boy grinned. He was free. The tunnels beyond the city stretched long and slick, lined with rivers of half-melted wax. Strange roots of black hair poked through the walls like claws. The air was damp, humming faintly with the giant's breathing. He held his torch high and whispered,
Follow the spiral.
and then he saw it. Far ahead, faint but unmistakable, glowed a pale, silvery light. His throat caught. Could it really be the exit? The outside world? He hurried forward, boots sticking in wax puddles, heart racing. And that's when he heard it. Something massive dragged itself in the dark behind him. He turned, lifting his torch. A lump of earwax taller than a tower, glistening in the firelight, shifted. It had no face at first, then slowly 2 dripping eyes blinked open, followed by a crooked mouth. The wax monster grinned. Thank you for joining us for Chapter 1 of The Elf in the Earhole. Please join us next week for Chapter 2. Thank you and subscribe for more.